Hey everyone, welcome to the video that we'll be doing this morning on VeChain versus Tether. What I'll be doing is I'll be going over the trade that we talked about yesterday during the video that I did. First I want to thank everybody that watched. It was probably one of my most popular videos, even more popular than some of the Chainlink videos that I've done in the past. So thanks so much for joining in, and it really does make these things worthwhile. Um, for me to do these updates for you. But before I get started here, if you do enjoy these videos, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And also, this isn't financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. You're responsible for your own trades, managing your own risk, and doing your own research. This market is pretty volatile, and I'm just here to give my opinion. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get started here. Our stop loss, we started, during the video, we had the stop loss a little bit higher, but we were conversing on the Discord last night, and we moved the stop to, at least I moved my stop to 0.0069. I'm going to go ahead and keep that there at 0.0069. I know a couple others did end up getting stopped out overnight, but my entry was right at 0.0072, right on the nose. So that's where my entry is, and I'm just going to kind of be making some changes to this, kind of keeping an eye on where things potentially could be heading. All right, so first things first. We talked about this count yesterday, and you may or may not be an Elliott wave person. But I do tend to believe that the geometry here does seem to look pretty good. Taking a look at the move here we have on our first impulse, and then we can come down for the two. The length of time between the one and the two is very similar. But this three that we're currently in, or at least the proposed three that we're in, which follows. Let me go ahead and put up my tools here so I can do this quickly. So our proposed three is following a one, a two, and then we're going in for this three. Now we came down for the four, and then we're going to be going up for this five, which would have us targeting about 0.00875 or somewhere in that general vicinity. That would be the completion of the three, to which we would be expecting there to be a one, a two, and a three to get us down here to the four, which probably would come down, potentially to 7,800. Likely there will be a bounce at 8,000, and then there will be a stop hunt below 8,000 to take us down here, and then we would be expecting another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, we're taking a look at this 1 cent target. I know I misspoke yesterday during the video saying that we would go a little higher than that, but a lot higher. But we're still targeting this 1 cent mark. So going to kind of be looking for this. And by the way, each one of these impulsive waves here, so a move up is going to be in a subdivided wave of 5, and then every move down is going to be in a subdivision of 3 waves. So we've got 5 waves up, 3 waves down, 5 waves up, 3 waves down, and then finally our 5 waves up. We're going to be looking at that 1 cent mark if we're able to get there. So now let's talk about what needs to happen now in order to actually realize that, because as we know, with any amount of trading, there is a lot of probability that goes into all of these trades. So I'm going to kind of zoom in here, probably actually going to go down to a 15-minute time frame just to kind of take a look at this. I know it does tend to get a little noisy here, but the geometry that we've got here is pretty decent. I'm going to keep this here. I'm actually going to remove this fib just to keep things a little clear. So we've got this move up here to the top, and then basically we have this potential wedge here that has already broken out. So let's put this here. So we have this falling wedge that technically would have broken out. It still remains to be seen what this, what this is looking like here. Remains to be seen that this is an actual breakout. We need to see some follow through on here. We're right now sitting at a pretty important area of support here. Really rather resistance, I should say. So this level right here is going to be pretty important for us to break through. So yeah, if we can overtake 7350 to 7400 on an hourly, I think this would be pretty good. And then of course, logically, our next level of resistance that we need to break through is going to be sitting right here at about 7600. I tend to believe just by the way that things are looking here that we are likely going to be moving up, because from this top here, it's very clear that we have an A, B, and then we came down for the C to complete this 4. So things right now are looking pretty good. Let me go ahead and line this up correctly, just a little OCD here. So this is looking pretty good to complete the correction. And actually let's go ahead and take a look and see if this is technical or if this is just a hope and a dream, moving down to the A, up to the B, and then we have our logical target here. Let's see here. This would be the 618, and yeah, so moving down here to 6750 likely would have been a decent move, but nonetheless we just got a shallow correction, which is okay. We can do that. That's still within the realm of possibility here. And then okay, so also the wave 4 relative to the third wave that we are proposing. Let's take a look at this to see what this looks like. We came down, there's the 382, we almost hit the 50, but yeah, getting stopped at the 382 went a little deeper than I would like. So maybe that can affect what our potential price targets are going to be to the upside if we're getting front runs and we're starting to get deeper corrections. So nonetheless, I do think that we do have some more upside to go through. Again, on an hourly, if we can close above 7,400 and then ultimately above 7,600, I think we definitely retest this high here at about 8,000.008. Overall, things really are looking pretty good. Again, we took a look at this yesterday where we had our wave 1 and our wave 2, a larger wave 1, larger wave 2. And then, of course, we're talking about the subdivision getting up to our target up here, which is going to be for where we're talking about completing this wave 3, which is at about 8770 or 80. We'll call it 8800 just for good measure. That would take us up here to the 2618. And as far as the 1, 2, and then moving up to the 3 goes, the first target for that 3 is going to be that 1618 at 7350, and we did surpass that. So that leads me to believe that we are going to be going higher for this, kind of targeting the 2618, but we'll kind of see what happens if we can overtake 8,000 and then get a little bit higher. I don't want to jump the gun too much here. I don't want to be extremely bullish, but I do think that there is a decent move to the upside that is still in play. But trade is invalidated on a push down below 6,900. If we go down below 6,900, which is basically at the bottom of my P&L stop loss here, then more than likely, potentially, we're going to be coming, I would say that at a minimum, we'd be coming back down here to 6,500. Although it would be possible for us to go even lower than that. Of course, I wouldn't like that to happen. But nonetheless, it is a possibility that we have to keep in mind. So yeah, basically at this point we're looking for an overtake of 7,400, an overtake of 7,600, invalidation at 6,900, and then if we push below 6,900, then I do think that 6,500, maybe even coming down as low as 6,400 to 6,200. That's still possible. Really just kind of keeping an eye down here on the top of this first wave. We can't invalidate this. So this level right here is extremely important. That's at 6,100. We can't go down there. If we go down to 6,100, then basically the bullish stream is lost, and then VeChain would have just ran its course. But in the short term, I do think it looks like we might be starting a little bit of a breakout. Again, looking at those two levels to break through. And just really quick here, let's take a look at our moving averages. Likely they are looking pretty healthy. Because we are, yes, perfect. So all of our major moving averages are crossed bullish right now, and that happened back here. They all crossed bullish almost at the exact same time, actually, right here on December 1st. And right now we're trading above the 21 exponential on the hourly. If we take a look at the 3-hour, which is also a metric that I like to take a look at, we tried to cross bearish, and then we had a good spring off of that, and actually a really good spring off of that. So we bounced off the 21 exponential on the 3-hour. We just did that a few hours ago, so that's looking pretty good. Let's take a look at our stochastics and see what those look like, and then we'll go ahead and wrap things up. So right now, stochastics are looking, they look mediocre. The hourly is showing upside. The 3 hour is still kind of crossed down, but if this hourly comes back up here, then I do think that there is potential that the 3 hour can cross upwards as we see it do time and time again. It doesn't necessarily have to go all the way down here into the bearish zone. You can see the hourly did. And the 3 hour did down here as well. This would have been likely a good buying opportunity. Let's just take a look and see what the price was. Right down here at the 2, the 3 hour and the hour were both down in the bearish zone all at the same time. Generally speaking, that's a good time to place some bids and get some buys in. And then of course we were up here in the bullish zone on the hourly and the 3 hour and the 12 hour all at the same time, and it just so happens that that was right around here where we were getting that basically a sell signal, if you will, or basically a sign that you should probably be maybe exiting the position. So now that the hourly is back down here, I'm fairly happy with the position, at least for the time being. Things can turn around really quickly. Looking for those upside targets to be broken so that we can see more upside. But nonetheless, we'll be keeping that stop loss at 69 cents, which on the hourly happens to be the 100 exponential. So if we get down there, more than likely we're going to break down, come back down to 6,500, which is going to be the 200 simple moving average on the hourly. But as we go through day by day, I will make sure to keep you guys updated and let you know how the trade is going. If there's any other asset that you'd like for me to take a look at, let me know, and I will be more than happy to do that for you. I did one on basic attention token yesterday, and I'll take a look at it today and see if it's worth doing another update on that. But if there's something you'd like for me to look at, just let me know. If you need an invite to the Discord, just throw in a comment, and I'll get an invite to that for you. Otherwise, hopefully you're having a good day wherever you are in the world.